back again with another review, and this is for a movie, TV show, and video game fan. He wanted me to talk about and review Sunshine, 2007 film directed by Danny Boyle, sci-fi movie, and I would say it's good. I mean, Danny Boyle's a director. I haven't seen too much of his stuff. 127 Hours is really good, but I have not seen Transpotting. I have not seen 28 Days Later. I have not seen Slumdog Millionaire, which I remember when that came out, and that film got all kinds of buzz and whatnot. But the cast here, okay, Cillian Murphy. I like him as an actor. I felt he did good here. Like I haven't seen. Man, I know he's done other films, but I have not seen Red Eye. I know he's doing this new movie with Christopher Nolan. I forgot the name of it, but so he's a guy that, again, he was in Batman Begins. He's been in some other stuff, but I do like him as an actor. You also have Chris Evans here in the film. This is before, Captain America. This is probably, a year or two after he did Fantastic Four. And it's cool to see Chris Evans in here. You also have Cliff Curtis. Yeah, the bad guy from Collateral Damage. He was also in Live Free, Die Hard. I do like Cliff Curtis. So it's cool to see him in here. Again, Michelle Yeoh. Which I forgot that she was in the film, but she's in it for a little bit. You could probably say, she doesn't have much to do here. I could probably say that. I like Michelle Yeoh a lot. But, if I could be honest here, she's kind of wasted. Benedict Wong. I'm like, because I know I've seen that guy before. But, yeah, Benedict Wong, he would have gone to be in Doctor Strange movies and what have you. He's in the film here. Then again, you have, Hiroyuki Sanada. And I didn't mind him here. Usually, whenever I see him, I know it's not going to be a good movie. Case in point, the Mortal Kombat reboot, the Rush Hour 3, I'm not a fan of. 47 Ronin, he was in that. I'm not a fan of that movie. I will say that I can watch him, but it seems like he doesn't choose the best projects. Again, whether that be Mortal Kombat reboot or, Rush Hour 3 or 47 Ronin. I know he's going to be in John Wick 4, but he's just one of those guys, and I'm like, here I didn't mind him, but in other stuff, he's not so great. He doesn't choose the best projects. Again, I mentioned some of the examples, but you also have Mark Strong in here. So yeah, good cast. And the pacing, I mean, a film that is 140 some minutes, it didn't bother me. Visually, the film looks great. It's a great film to look at visually. I'll give credit in that department too as well. A lot of great, CG. And I thought the visuals looked stunning. So it's a beautiful looking movie. I like some of the colors, that are on display here throughout the film. For example, there's this one room where the sun will beam through. And I really like some of the shots here. So on a visual level, it looks really good. And I will give credit where credit is due there. And the rapport between the characters here, the cast, it's fine. I mean, I think, to me, the cast, really helps because I like Cillian Murphy, I like Chris Evans, I like Cliff Curtis, I like, Michelle Yeoh for what she has in the film. So you have an engaging cast here. Again, visually, the film looks really good. I will say maybe at times it became a little bit too muddled, or it's like, Danny Boyle try to, outdo himself, or I don't know. I mean, I can't put my finger on it. And then when you get to the third act of the film, it kind of gets a little bit erratic, and, in terms of editing, it gets a bit erratic, and they're trying to figure out what's happening. And maybe you kind of, like with this film here, maybe you could have foreseeing what was going to happen. But again, the third act definitely needed work because again, it gets a little bit too erratic and herky jerky, and you're trying to concentrate on what's happening, and you're trying to dissect what's happening. And I felt that the last 20 minutes definitely needed work. But there's some elements here in the film that I really liked. I mean, especially like at some point in the third act, it kind of gets into like a little bit of horror. Like, and I don't want to say too much or give away too much, but there's some horror elements there, and some really good scenes. For one scene that I remember, the airlock scene, and I mean, again, I don't want to describe too much or give away too much here, but I would say at the end of the day, it's a good movie. It's what, the more I think about it, while it's a good film, mostly for the cast, visually looks good. You could say it's a very light Event Horizon, and that's what I kept going back to. It's a very light Event Horizon with 2001 influences, and that's kind of what this film is. Which is why I prefer, like if you're gonna ask me to pick between Event Horizon and watching this film, I want to watch Event Horizon. If you're gonna ask me to watch between 2001 and this movie, I'm gonna watch 2001. That's what this film is like. And maybe, and again, I haven't seen much of Danny Boyle's stuff, but maybe kind of, my guess is maybe he kind of took on a little bit too much here in regards to sci-fi and taking on the sci-fi genre, and got exhausted, and that's why he never directed, and he said he would never direct another sci-fi movie again. It's like, I'm thinking maybe he got too ahead of himself here, and maybe sci-fi is just not his genre. And I'm not saying all this to dig on the movie or say that it's a bad movie, but it just feels like, okay, I've seen better. 2001 is better. Event Horizon is better. And I know this film gets a lot of high marks in IMDb, like a 7.2. So it gets, decent marks, But I just feel like, I've seen better, and it reminds me of better movies. Like I'm more engaged by 2001. I'm more engaged by Event Horizon. And while this film does have a good cast, looks great, a lot of great visual eye candy in the film, and the shots of outer space is really good. Good production design, and with the interiors of the ship, and I like the dynamic between the cast. And you have some good actors here, but I just think at the end of the day, I don't know if it's memorable. I mean, some might disagree, but I don't think, for me, it's a memorable film. Not a bad movie, but again, it's like a film that I've seen once. Would I ever watch it again? Probably way, way down the road, but not anytime soon. But that's, again, I still say it's a good movie. I recommend it. So, yeah, but that's my review of Sunshine by Danny Boyle. So, thank you, movie, TV show, and video game fan. Hope I did a decent job talking about this movie here. But thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.